Welcome back, Reds. Today we've got massive updates. Slot versus Alonso debate, a £100 million France star linked, Romano's latest bombshell, and a big injury return. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss any Liverpool breaking news. Slot versus Alonso. 5 Liverpool summer signings from each to guarantee Prem title. No 3. Liverpool are facing some huge decisions this summer after their disastrous Premier League title defence, with questions still remaining over Arne Slot's long-term future, as Anfield legend Xabi Alonso sits primed as his replacement, and Team Talk has looked at 5 signings from both that should get the club firmly back into that title conversation next season. In terms of Slot's continued tenure on Merseyside, it appears that now solely hinges on securing Champions League qualification, with the Reds firmly in that mix for a top 5 finish. However, anything less than that is likely to see FSG pull the trigger on the title-winning Dutchman and hand the reins to former Bayer Leverkusen and Real Madrid chief Alonso, who rejected the chance to head back to Liverpool prior to Slot being named as Jurgen Klopp's successor in 2024. With there still being the distinct possibility that either coach leads the Reds into next season, we've looked at 5 signings each could make that would unquestionably see Liverpool possess the strongest starting 11 and squad in the league, and led to them being overwhelming favourites to win the league again. 5 Liverpool signings for Slot. Antonee Robinson. The Fulham standout is a long-standing target for the Reds and would provide healthy competition for Milos Kerkez in the left-back spot, following Andy Robertson's expected summer departure. The USA international, who is expected to play a major role for his country at the World Cup this summer, has enjoyed another impressive campaign for Marco Silva's side and is considered to have better defensive qualities than Kerkez. That would allow Slot to go horses for courses depending on who Liverpool are playing, while Robinson would probably only cost in the region of £30 million. Mickey van der Ven. The no-brainer signing that both Slot and Alonso would love to have in their Liverpool starting relay, with a move looking increasingly likely given the complete mess Tottenham are currently in. Our sources recently revealed how the Netherlands star has signalled his intention to move on this summer, especially with talks over a lucrative contract extension now parked as Spurs battle against relegation. Van der Ven combines pace, power and a genuine goal-scoring threat from the back, although it would probably mean Virgil van Dijk switching to a more natural right-sided berth at the heart of the defence. The Tottenham man would not come cheap though, with the North London outfit set to demand around £100 million for a player who is still under contract until 2029. Elliot Anderson. The Nottingham Forest star is expected to be one of the transfer stories of the summer, with the likes of Manchester City and Manchester United also keen on securing his services. Another player who won't come cheap, with Forest set to demand £100 million. Anderson has the sort of midfield traits that would combine what Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister do at Anfield. Indeed, he has the defensive wherewithal to play as a N0.6, the box-to-box capacity to play as an 8, and also the creative side to his game, to operate in a more attacking midfield role. Yon Diomande, a name that continually keeps cropping up with our sources when it comes to a switch to the Premier League, and Liverpool in particular. Man United are also keen on the Leipzig star, as we recently reported, but the Reds are firmly in the mix to strike a deal for a player who is viewed as the potential long-term successor to Mo Salah on Liverpool's right flank. Diomande is regarded as one of the top young attacking talents operating in Europe, but whether or not the Reds are willing to splash out his near £88 million price tag, especially if Salah stays for another season, remains to be seen. Anthony Gordon. The boyhood Liverpool fan who was in the club's youth ranks before heading to Everton as an 11-year-old continues to be linked with a move back to the red half of Merseyside. Our sources recently reported how Newcastle are standing firm over any exit for the England forward, and although publicly, Gordon denies claims that he'd be interested in a move to Anfield. It is our understanding that he would jump at the chance to return to the club. Another player who will not come cheap, though, and force the Reds into another major outlay this summer. 5 Liverpool signings for Alonso Nathaniel Brown. The Reds are known to be keeping a close eye on the Eintracht Frankfurt left-back, who Alonso will have first-hand knowledge of from his time coaching in Germany. At €65 million or £56 million or $76 million, Brown would be seen as more of a frontline starter ahead of Kerkez, while we've also previously revealed Manchester City's interest in his services. The Germany international is capable of playing as a traditional left-back or in a wing-back role, and is known for his strong defensive work, something that cannot be said for a number of the full-backs currently on Liverpool's books. Mickey van der Ven. We've obviously already stated the claim for van der Ven to swap North London for Merseyside this summer, given that there is probably not a manager in the country who would not take him, bar Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. Alonso would also have the option to use the 24-year-old in the left-back position he occupies regularly at international level, something that Spurs rarely do, despite their issues with that position. Van der Ven's pace alongside Van Dijk's nous would be a dream pairing for the Reds. Aurelien Tchouameni, a player who has been heavily linked with Liverpool going back as far as 2022, while the links from Alonso's time with the Frenchman at Real Madrid make this a no-brainer if the Spanish giants give it the go-ahead. Tchouameni would be the perfect defensive midfield pivot for Alonso, while he also has the capabilities to play further forward if needed. The 26-year-old, who is currently under contract until 2028, is expected to cost in the region of €100 million or £86.7 million if he leaves the Bernabeu after 4 years this summer. Rodrigo, another player who has been linked with a switch to the Premier League for some time. The Brazilian is a naturally left-sided attacker who can also fill in on the right. Despite making 26 appearances for the La Liga giants this season, only 8 of those have been starts, and there is a strong feeling that the 25-year-old will finally end all the speculation over his future this summer and part ways. Alonso knows exactly what he would get from Rodrigo, along with the versatility he would bring to the Liverpool forward line. Yan Diomande. More of an FSG summer signing this one compared to the Leipzig star being tied to a particular manager pick, although Alonso will be fully aware of the damage Diomande can do from his 3 years in charge at Leverkusen. The explosive 19-year-old Ivory Coast talent has scored 9 goals and added 7 assists in 25 outings in all competitions this season. In another news, Real Madrid star subject of £87.5 million offer from Liverpool and Tottenham maestro could replace him. Multiple reports Real Madrid have received a bid from Liverpool for one of their key players, and they could bring in a talented Tottenham star to replace him, according to reports. Los Blancos' hopes of turning this season into a success are suddenly alive after they leapfrogged Barcelona to go top of the La Liga table and qualified for the next stage of the Champions League after beating Benfica in the playoffs. The managerial situation at the Bernabeu is still uncertain, with interim boss Alvaro Arbeloa unlikely to stay beyond this term, and Liverpool legend Jurgen Klopp still being heavily linked with the club. But planning for the summer transfer window is underway behind the scenes at Madrid, and it could be an interesting one in terms of outgoings and incomings. Liverpool launch offer for Real Madrid star Eduardo Camavinga has been linked with Liverpool for some time, and a shock report from Spain has claimed that the Reds have made an unbeatable €100 million or £87.5 million or $118 million offer to finally land the French international. Liverpool are allegedly making a strong move for Camavinga after identifying him as a perfect addition to energise their midfield with experience, intensity and growth potential. This bid is supposedly hard for Madrid to ignore, given the fact it would fund a big summer arrival at the Bernabeu, The decision is not easy for Madrid, however, as they rate Camavinga extremely highly. The report claims that moving to the Premier League represents an attractive challenge for the 23-year-old. The pace, intensity and prominence of the league are all enticing for the player, though he is also very happy at Madrid. Sources confirmed to us on December 30th that Liverpool hold genuine interest in Camavinga and have held contact with his camp. However, we believe these claims should be taken with a pinch of salt. No other outlets have reported Liverpool's supposed new bid, and a well-placed source told us that Camavinga loves Madrid and is fully focused on the Spanish giants currently. Real Madrid targeting Tottenham sensation. Meanwhile, Real Madrid are reportedly plotting a move for Tottenham midfielder Archie Gray. Interesting timing as the Camavinga Liverpool rumours begin to emerge again. The 19-year-old is considered one of England's very best young talents and has already made 72 senior appearances for Spurs since joining from Leeds in summer 2024. While naturally a centre-mid, Gray has also filled in at right-back, left-back and centre-back when required, the kind of versatility which echoes that of Camavinga's. Spurs want to keep hold of Gray, who is contracted until 2030 with the London side, but they could be at risk of losing multiple players if they don't turn their form around, especially if the unthinkable happens and they're relegated. And now, fresh reports claim that Tottenham would reluctantly consider letting Gray go if Madrid were to submit a bid of €60 million or £52.5 million or $70.6 million. Bayern Munich are also said to be interested in the teenager, teeing up a potential battle for his signature between two of Europe's elite. Alexander-Arnold under fire. In other news, speculative reports in the Spanish press are trying to drum up trouble for Trent Alexander-Arnold by claiming Thibaut Courtois has explained to club bosses why he doesn't want the former Liverpool man to play for Madrid any longer. It is alleged that the former Chelsea keeper wants rid of the ex-Liverpool star, mainly because his defensive work is a serious drawback. And a rival report also claims that the Spanish giants could re-sign a former player to replace him. In another news, Liverpool journalist insists £100 million France star is on FSG shortlist as sensational deal teed up. An Anfield reporter has stated that Michael Olise remains an option for Liverpool to replace Mohamed Salah, despite Bayern Munich's strong attempts to keep him. Olise registered 16 goals and 25 assists in 90 appearances during 3 years at Crystal Palace, making a name for himself as one of the Premier League's most exciting players. Manchester United, Chelsea and Newcastle United were all interested in signing the winger, but Bayern won the race in July 2024 via a €60 million, then £50 million deal. Olise has since reached world-class status, having become a key part of Bayern's fearsome attack alongside Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala and Luis Diaz. This season, Olise has managed an incredible 13 goals and 25 assists in 35 games. His devastating performances have caught the attention of Premier League giants such as Liverpool and Manchester City. Olise would be a fantastic signing for Liverpool as they aim to bolster the right flank in preparation for life after Salah. We revealed on February 16th that Bayern will do all they can to stop the France star from returning to the Premier League this summer. Our sources stated that Bayern are in control of the situation, with Olise's contract running until June 2029, while the player is also settled in Bavaria. Despite these factors, Liverpool journalist David Lynch insists Olise remains on FSG's radar. I see Olise getting mentioned in the comments as well, and I think I'd keep an eye on that, he told Anfield Index. That's an interesting one, particularly Bayern being interested in Gakpo, potentially maybe something in that. But he will want to come back to the Premier League at some point, and he's a very, very good player who Liverpool have watched for a long, long time, even pre-Palace. So that'll be an interesting one if he's on the market. Any transfer could depend on Olise's stance. As Lynch states, the 24-year-old will want to demonstrate his elite ability in the Premier League in future seasons, but it remains to be seen whether he will push for a move this summer or in 2027 and beyond. Any deal for Olise will cost well above £100 million or €114 million or $135 million. Yan Diomande also on Liverpool radar. There could be competition for the magician too. We revealed on December 1st that Arsenal are laying the groundwork for a blockbuster move of their own. Plus, sources confirmed to us on December 13 that Real Madrid have joined the race for Olise. Returning to Liverpool, Arne Slot's side may have a better chance of capturing RB Leipzig's Yan Diomande this summer. We understand Liverpool are the most advanced Premier League side in the chase for Diomande. The Ivorian winger, who is valued at €100 million or £88 million or $118 million, has already admitted his father is a big Liverpool fan. Liverpool, huge Real Madrid claim, star-frustrated stunning reports in the Spanish press claim Liverpool have put €100 million on the table for a Real Madrid star. A big-name Liverpool player is seriously considering handing in a loan request, sources have told us. Plus, Fabrizio Romano has discussed two of the Reds' world-class defensive targets. In another news, Liverpool launched spectacular €100 million bid for elite Real Madrid star despite Arsenal hijack claims. Report: Liverpool have put €100 million or £87 million or $118 million on the table for Eduardo Camavinga, according to a report, with the Real Madrid star's thoughts on a move to England having been revealed amid talk of an Arsenal hijack. Camavinga was heavily linked with Liverpool throughout 2021 after emerging as one of Rennes's best ever academy products. However, the Reds were beaten to the signing by Real Madrid, who paid €31 million to sign Camavinga in August 2021. The midfielder has gone on to make 210 appearances for Madrid, helping them win 2 Champions Leagues, 2 La Liga titles and 1 Copa del Rey, among other trophies. Not only is Camavinga a classy, top-quality midfield operator, he has also proven his versatility for Madrid by starring at left-back previously. But Camavinga has consistently been linked with a stunning move to the Premier League, and those rumours persist. According to the latest reports emerging from Spain, Liverpool have made an unbeatable €100 million offer to finally land the France international. Liverpool are allegedly making a strong move for Camavinga after identifying him as a perfect addition to energise their midfield with experience, intensity and growth potential. This bid is supposedly hard for Madrid to ignore, given the fact it would fund a big summer arrival at the Bernabeu. The decision is not easy for Madrid, however, as they rate Camavinga extremely highly. The report claims that moving to the Premier League represents an attractive challenge for the 23-year-old. The pace, intensity and prominence of the league are all enticing for the player, though he is also very happy at Madrid. It was claimed in January that Liverpool could seal Camavinga's signing for €92 million or £80 million or $109 million after Madrid president Florentino Perez decided to offload 4 players. On February 1st, reports in the Spanish press suggested Arsenal could hijack Liverpool's swoop for Camavinga by submitting a bid of their own. Sources confirmed to us on December 30th that Liverpool hold genuine interest in Camavinga and have held contact with his camp. But a source said Camavinga loves Madrid and is fully focused on the Spanish giants currently. Romano discusses Camavinga to Man United on Wednesday. Fabrizio Romano discussed Camavinga potentially joining Manchester United. I also saw someone saying Camavinga would be the perfect replacement for Casemiro, he said. Yes, but these are fantastic players, and Real Madrid, I don't think they have any intention to change their plans in midfield. They have eventually to add the player in midfield at Real Madrid, not to let the player go. So, at this stage, this is the reality, then still long time before the summer. If something happens with Tchouaméni, with Camavinga, and I think also with Real Madrid, incomings in midfield, we will for sure let you know. Liverpool. Update on 2 world-class targets. Forest ace wanted. Meanwhile, Romano has provided a key update on the futures of 2 world-class Liverpool centre-back targets. In addition to those 2 options, Liverpool are also keen on a Nottingham Forest defender. Arne Slot's side have learned the price range at which a sale is increasingly likely, though they must fight off Chelsea. In another news, Fabrizio Romano drops key update on 2 world-class Liverpool targets worth £170 million combined. Fabrizio Romano has provided an update on the futures of Alessandro Bastoni and Mickey van de Ven, as Liverpool prepare to make a statement defensive signing this summer. Liverpool have already taken steps to future-proof their backline, having signed Giovanni Leone last summer and agreed a deal for Jeremy Jacquet in January. Jacquet will spend the rest of the season developing at Rennes before officially joining Liverpool for £60 million or €69 million or $81 million in the summer. Despite these additions, Liverpool still need further recruits at centre-back. Virgil van Dijk is 34 and in the twilight years of his career, while Joe Gomez has been linked with an Anfield exit. In addition, Ibrahima Konate still has not penned a new contract to end Real Madrid's interest for good. Bastoni, Van de Ven and Nico Schlotterbeck are all candidates to help Liverpool prepare for life after Van Dijk. But with Madrid leading the race for Schlotterbeck, Liverpool have seemingly decided to prioritise Inter Milan star Bastoni and Tottenham Hotspur leader Van de Ven. On his YouTube channel, trusted journalist Romano clarified the futures of both Liverpool targets. For Inter, Bastoni is an absolutely crucial player. They would ask, I think, for big money, he said. This is not an easy deal in terms of negotiations. At the moment, there is an appreciation from Barcelona, but nothing else. Romano added, I think at Tottenham there is a situation to clarify with the centre-backs. Now it's time to fight to stay in the Premier League and try their best possible in the Champions League. But in the summer, it's going to be time to clarify the future of defenders. Cuti Romero and or Mickey van de Ven. I don't see Tottenham selling both of them, but there is obviously a lot of attention in the players. Several clubs are following these situations. We revealed on December 20th that Liverpool are being kept informed on Bastoni's situation. Sources predict the Italian could push for a big transfer away from Inter to test himself at the very highest level. Barcelona reportedly joined the race for Bastoni on January 3rd and were told he would cost €80 million or £70 million or $94 million to sign. Manchester United were also credited with interest in the 26-year-old earlier this month. Want more breaking transfer lines from original sources? Add Team Talk as a preferred source on Google to your favourites list for news you can trust. Liverpool target Van de Ven open to move, returning to Van de Ven. Sources confirmed to us on Monday that contract talks between the pacey defender and Spurs are on hold, while the club focuses on avoiding relegation. In an update on Tuesday, we revealed that Van de Ven is open to leaving Spurs, believing a new contract in North London might not be the best decision for his career. We understand Liverpool are ready to battle Man United for Van de Ven in what would be a sensational £100 million or €115 million or $135 million deal. Nottingham Forest star Murillo must also be mentioned. Our transfer correspondent Fraser Fletcher has confirmed that Liverpool and Chelsea both hold serious interest in Murillo, who is increasingly likely to depart Forest if a bid worth £60 to £70 million arrives. Liverpool news, game over for star, £100 million signing advice. Meanwhile, a journalist has confirmed it is a certainty an Anfield hero will leave Liverpool this summer. A second reporter has urged Liverpool to hijack Man United's pursuit of a classy £100 million Premier League star. Plus, Ajax's best player has been told to steer clear of joining Liverpool due to Cody Gakpo struggling. That's all for today's Liverpool update. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should Liverpool sign this summer? Don't forget to like and subscribe for daily Reds content.